Imagine earning $400 million and then losing every single penny of it. This is not a story about bad luck. Mike Tyson, one of the greatest boxers who ever lived, made over $400 million during his career. He bought mansions, a fleet of luxury cars, pet tigers, and even a $2 million bathtub. Yes, a bathtub. And yet, by 2003, Tyson was bankrupt. $23 million in debt. All of it gone. So how does someone make that much money and still end up with nothing? And here's the stranger part. Why do some people earning $50,000 a year retire far richer than people making six figures? The answer lives inside one book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Today, I'll walk you through 5 lessons from it that can quietly change how you handle money forever. Lesson 1. You are not fully in control of your own success. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow. We love to believe hard work alone guarantees success. But luck and risk shape our lives more than we admit. Take Bill Gates. His high school was one of the only schools on Earth with a computer back in the 1960s. That single lucky break gave him a head start almost no one else on the planet had at the time. Did Gates work hard? Absolutely. Was he brilliant? No doubt. But timing handed him a door most people never saw. He even had a best friend, just as talented, who died far too young before he could ever share that future. The point isn't that skill doesn't matter. It's that we badly underestimate the role of luck behind every success. And it works in reverse too. Failure is not always laziness. Sometimes it's simply risk catching up with you. So when you copy a billionaire's habits, remember, you can't copy their luck, their timing, or the door that opened. You can't control luck, and you can't dodge every risk. All you can do is get into a good position, and stay there. Lesson 2. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are 2 completely different skills. And almost nobody talks about the second. We love the stories of people who made it fast, the founder, the trader, the influencer who blew up overnight. But have you noticed how often those same people lose it all just as fast as they earned it? Here's why. Getting rich takes risk, optimism, and betting on yourself when everyone around you thinks you're crazy. Jeff Bezos quit a safe Wall Street job to sell books online. That took nerve. That took a bold bet. But staying rich is the opposite mindset. It takes humility, patience, and knowing when to stop rolling the dice. Think of Sam Bankman-Fried. He built a crypto empire worth $26 billion in just a few years. Then he got greedy, took reckless risks, and by 2022 it was gone. Bankrupt, arrested, everything. Compare that to Warren Buffett, worth over $100 billion, who hates losing money more than he loves making it. His whole strategy is simple. Survive long enough, avoid ruin, and let time do the heavy lifting for him. Most lottery winners go broke for the same reason. They learned how to receive money, but never how to keep it. Because the real goal was never to get rich once. It's to never have to worry about money again. Lesson 3. Save money, but not for the reason you think. And no, this isn't the boring skip your coffee speech. Most people treat saving as delayed spending. Save now, buy a nicer car later. Take the dream vacation eventually. But the real power of money isn't buying more stuff. It's buying something far more valuable. Options. Control over your time. The freedom to say no. The power to walk away from anything quietly destroying you. I once knew a guy stuck in a toxic job, brutal hours, a boss from hell, but he couldn't quit. Why? 0 savings. Living paycheck to paycheck, simply walking away was never an option for him. Another friend had saved hard for a few years. When his job turned toxic, he just left. calm, no panic. There's a name for that pile of money, the Freedom Fund. It's what lets you say, I'm out and mean it. And you don't need millions for this. Even 6 months of expenses saved completely changes your position in life. The thing is, saving isn't exciting. Spending gets you likes. Nobody claps when you quietly move money into savings. But the richest people aren't buying attention. They're buying back their own time, the one thing money can't reprint. Because the best thing money can buy is simple, not needing more of it. Lesson 4. Real wealth is what you don't see. And this one quietly changes how you look at everyone around you. Back in 2014, a janitor named Ronald Read passed away. Old car, worn clothes, nothing flashy at all. Everyone assumed he was barely scraping by. Then they discovered he'd left behind $8 million. While everyone else was flexing, Ronald was quietly investing for decades. His wealth was real because it was invisible. Here's the trap. When someone pulls up in a brand new Ferrari, we instantly think, that person must be rich. But all we really know is that they spent the money. We have no idea what's left, or what they owe. Wealth is the money you don't spend. The investments growing quietly. The security nobody else can even see. Looking rich and being rich are two completely different games. Looking rich is easy. Just swipe a card. Being rich is harder because it's hidden. It's the restraint nobody applauds and the balance nobody sees. That's why some people earning 6 figures still feel broke, while quieter earners retire early and free. One group buys things, the other buys freedom. That single difference compounds across an entire lifetime. Buffett still lives in the modest house he bought in 1958 because he values freedom over flexing. Lesson 5. When it comes to money, emotions matter more than math. And this is where most advice quietly fails. Experts love to treat money like a spreadsheet. Invest here, cut that, save this %, and you'll be fine. But you are not a spreadsheet. You're human, and humans make money decisions with their gut, not a calculator. The math says, put your money in the market and never touch it. Simple, optimal, proven over decades. But then a crash hits. You watch your savings drop 40%, and that simple plan suddenly feels unbearable. You panic, you sell, and just like that, you lock in your losses. Not from ignorance, from emotion. That's why being reasonable beats being purely rational. A plan you'll stick with beats a perfect plan you'll abandon. Buffett doesn't chase the highest returns. He invests in a way that lets him sleep and stay in the game for decades. I had a friend obsessed with the perfect investment. He researched endlessly and never actually invested a single cent. Another just put money in a simple index fund and ignored it. Guess who came out ahead? The one who acted. The best financial plan isn't the one that looks smartest on paper. It's the one you can calmly live with. Because money was never just numbers. It's emotion. And the best plan is the one that lets you sleep in peace. So there you have it. 5 lessons that quietly separate the people who build wealth from the people who lose it. But information without action is useless. Pick just one of these and actually apply it this week. Just one. Because the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If this helped, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of your money, and it'll take care of you.